Welcome to the Blue Dome Criterium. This is Tulsa Tough, day one. First time doing Tulsa, but I've heard a lot about this race. It is apparently the Super Bowl of Criterium, so a lot of nerves. People were in the starting grid like 40 minutes before the race started, which is the earliest I think I've ever seen. And I joined, so just been sitting around. But this race started off, this is kind of tame. I don't have power overlays on this guy. I'll try and get him a little later in the week, but it was easy the whole time. It's pretty much all you need to know. Average power was like 260, which is within endurance, and it was just a lot of like dive bombing corners the entire time. Figure 8 loop, so you just saw first right hand, left hand, double right-hander, and there are some changes to this course. There's like a few blocks in between these turns, so a little bit of speed here into another right-hander. I'm just moving up like slow and steady the first few laps. Oftentimes I hear brakes do not make it on this course, and it already feels fast and easy in the group, so I'm not expecting a breakaway to go. I'm just gonna chill and get up to the front where it's a little bit safer as much as I possibly can during this race, and stay out of trouble. Hopefully stay out of trouble. You can see we're coming into the last two corners here. Nice little right-hander, pretty wide open. The entire course was 3 to 4 lanes the whole time, which makes it super straightforward, super fast. There's a little bump that I just hit in that last corner, and then you can see the cement on the inside of that last corner there. You'll see it more throughout, but that last corner had like a little rut in it too. There was some weird parts of the pavement on this course that sometimes you just like hit. There's somebody figuring out a weird part on the outside of corner 1. There were plenty of crashes on the outside of that corner there. They would often bunch up at the top of this like slight rise through the start-finish straight, and there it had just bunched up, so I got to take advantage, take a few spots without really pushing hard on the pedals at all. Unfortunately, sometimes you would get pinched out just like that on the exit of turns, just because it was so many people wide and you would run out of space. A lot of people could just like dive bomb whenever they see holes like that. That'll be a pretty common theme. People will just see a hole and then like not think about anybody behind them and just, shoot for the hole. So that was happening a lot. A lot of those shenanigans the entire time. You can move up almost the entire course, but whether or not you were going to have room like right there in the inside was up to a gamble, and sometimes that little move would like ricochet out to the outside, and then you would be caught in a pinch if you were on the outside. So I tried to stay on like the right hand side of the course the whole time, where I figured less crashes were collecting. Had Frank Kell get a little squirrely, a little overlap of wheels, unclipped, saved it. Nerve-wracking, but was a good little piece of footage. You can see the Legion guys were collecting pretty well. The race was controlled. I exited wide there. The race was controlled by like DCC, and the Blazers looked like they took a lot of the front. Rainstorm took a lot of the front at the end. You can see me right there with them. I actually almost overlapped with Danny there, so had to hit the front brake pretty hard and lost my rear end. It just like kicked up in the air, so that was a little sketchy. But only half an hour left in this race already, and I'm starting to move up, trying to get in a little better position. I can hear like crashes happening everywhere, so I'm just gonna like slowly clip away at getting up there. But guys are sending corners like this, and I don't really want to push too hard, trying to save it for the rest of the days. But moving up was definitely important. It was getting real squirrely. You see Justin kind of checking his tire pressure there in that corner, making sure everything's all right. And a lot of dudes were here at the end. I think we started with like 120, something like that, and there was still almost everybody at this point. It was like kind of hard to get tailed off the back of this race, just because it bunched up so well and it was so fast. Unless you got yourself in a really bad position a bunch of times, it was pretty hard to get dropped. Again, I did like endurance the entire time. See Frank Hell and Justin getting a little bit close there. Guys would change their lines during corners like all the time, and that leads to a little bit more riskiness in the corners. So you'll see a lot of that happening, a lot of swerving around the road, guys dive bombing, just part of the course. This course probably needs to be like narrowed down a little bit just to make it a little slower. I think top speed on this course was maybe like 35 during most of the race, and then we averaged, see, crashes like that, super wide corners, we averaged like 30. So a little bit narrower, I think, would have kept like the dudes who maybe shouldn't have been up there out. But the ABC guys were messing around. Got a few good Hoyas in there, and Claver joined in with it. Claver was up near the front. 12 minutes to go in this race. I'm on Cesar Marte's wheel. He's good at positioning. Justin, good at positioning. I know I got to move up a little bit because it's going to start getting fast and it's going to get really hard to move up. But I'm around a lot of good sprinters who usually are in the right spot at the right time. Pretty comfortable with this, but I know I've got to like start chipping away, moving up on Preston I's wheel there. This guy took the inside line pretty hard. I took a little bit of offense to that, so I'm going to do the move of coming around him, spending a little watts, and kind of pinching him out of that part. Cesar took that next corner kind of wide, so got a little bit less space on the exit than I was expecting. But I'm moving up. I'm like 15th, less than 20th wheel here. With 8 minutes to go, I'm feeling pretty comfortable about that, but everybody's super fresh, so people are bound to dive bomb. Butcher Box right there. They've got some teammates, so probably not going to get messed with quite as much. So we lost a little bit of space on the exit of that turn there. That'll be an important turn to keep an eye on. But Luke Lamperti right here, right in front of me, and he's gonna like start moving up. I know like Luke Lamperti just got out of the Giro, but being like near him at the end is probably a smart place. He knows how to position. And yeah, we're coming into like 4 laps to go right now. I'm in a comfortable spot. I think this is a good position to be in. You're kind of out of the fray. Blaze is on the front. Yep, Lamperti right there. He's gonna start moving up. I probably should have followed that wheel just to get a little bit farther up, but yeah, kind of hard to see that in the moment. Not a lot of space on the exit of this corner, so not quite sure where I would have followed it, but I felt okay in this position. Like it wasn't getting too bad. Rainstorm's moving up. I think Legion and yeah, Blaze was on the front. Alec Cohen was on the front pretty good. They had been kind of trying to control, keeping out of the mess. They're one of the Rainstorm guys just like ran his rim along that corner. So it's getting pretty tense with 7 minutes to go. 4 laps to go in this race. I'm right next to Cesar Marte. I'm playing a little bit cautiously, like letting stuff go, hitting the brakes a little bit if I need to, kind of sensing when people are going to dive bomb, holding the inside of the corner as much as I can, and yeah, just trying to like keep a good position. Half wheeling on Cesar right there to know everybody's around, and felt Justin just like move up on the inside there, and all of a sudden Sean McElroy got pushed into that barrier, and I hit the brakes just in time to slow down enough, but yeah, let's watch it again. Sean with, I mean, not too wide of an exit, and he just got pushed into the barrier by one of the dudes in green up there. Looks like maybe one of the DCC dudes, and yeah, he stopped really quickly. Took Justin down. Kind of happy that Justin chopped that corner, but I would have been in that position, and those guys both broke some bones. In the end, Luke Lamperti won, Gomez in second, Noah Grannon in third. Thanks for watching. See you for the next one.